So this is for a A340E. This one particularly is on a Toyota Supra, but since this one has the HGM transmission controller, you get a different range switch. I ended up finding that this range switch is the same from like a 2006 Toyota Tundra. So I looked up the pins, and pin 1 right here is actually for the reverse wire. So this pin 2 is power, so when it's in reverse, it connects power to this wire for reverse lights. So what we're going to do is we're going to join the reverse wiring here to this pin, and it should give us reverse lights on this car. So as you can see, the reverse light wiring is working. So I jumped the wiring harness reverse light wiring, and so we know that the body side is good. So now we just have to join the wiring specialties harness wiring to the HGM wiring, and we should have working reverse lights. As you can see, this is wiring specialties reverse wiring. So earlier I jumped it to confirm that the lights do work. So we need to find out which wire is which. So this is the ground wire. So we're after the white and green wire, and we're going to omit the power wire because we get the power wire from here. So we've got to join this white-green wire to HGM's blue-yellow wire, and then that should give us functioning reverse lights. So the way I'm going to do this wiring is I'm going to just depin it from this connector. I'm going to completely depin it. I'm going to run a wire to this. And the reason why this reverse light is separate is because it's actually for a manual transmission. Wiring Specialties does not make an automatic harness, which didn't really matter to us because we were using the HGM controller. So we're just going to depin this, the white and green, and then that'll give us a little bit of an end. We'll cut it, put a connector on it, and then we'll run it over the top of the trans, and then zip tie it to this wire, and then where we'll tap into the blue-yellow. So we have the wire tapped. We haven't isolated it on this end. We've only just put a crimp on it. Ideally, we want to actually put a connector on it. The problem is I'm actually out of connectors. So I made the wire extremely long, and down the line, if the transmission ever comes out, we can cut it and add a connector at that point. But so we've got it there, and we're just going to test it for now. Okay, there it is. That's reverse. As you see, the lights are on. Put it back in the park. And lights are off. All right, so we put some strain relief on it. So what I ended up doing was just depinning this, removing the pin. I slid some heat shrink over it. This is the double walled heat shrink. So I heated it all up, and it should be good to go. So it should be weatherproof. I'm gonna somehow try to zip tie the yellow wire around just to get it away, so it doesn't, hopefully it never meets the drive shaft or anything. But this is gonna be good for now.